Hey guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Bebbanburg from Kyuujin cosplay, and today we managed it, guys. I managed to become Queen of all Saxon. I'm great England.
Okay, fuck, stuff it. England is not a thing yet.
Okay.
You've got the crown though, I'm the heathen. We're watching the finale of Last Kingdom, season 5, episode 10.
Yep, and we're ready for battle.
It's gonna be great. We are ready. We've got Uthred in Bebbanburg trying to free Elfwin. Sorry, I'm mixing up the names. You've
pretty
got
much all the same.
Citric and Fidden have been captured in Bebbanburg. You've got Hild who came back. She's managing on her own right now. She's got to take care of, she's got to find Elfwin and get her out.
Eston got killed.
Eston got killed.
Eston, yeah.
Outside of the walls of Bebbanburg, you've got Edward who couldn't wait with his army, and they're, about to attack. So Elswith was like, shit, you're not following the plan. So she went back and went for Stiora and her army.
We need your help!
Yeah, so we're gonna have a bunch of characters together. We gotta take back Bebbanburg. This is it, you guys. This is the finale. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be an intense episode, and then after that, we're gonna watch the movie. So, without further ado, let's watch this last episode of The Last Kingdom.
Let's go!
Let's go! Okay, let's go. Do you become king today? I don't know. I don't want Edward to die, but could happen. Oh, fuck you! We've got the army, man!
You got the air? He's fine.
I missed.
I do not wish to comply. Did you see my father?
Well, he was there, in the window. Hide him.
He's not dead.
I will get the girl, parade her from the ramparts.
He's not gonna like that.
But he can get her if she's on the rampart.
Yeah, but if he is still one man surrounded by enemy. He can't just grab her and make a run for it. They are so badass.
They've seen worse.
I know.
Why are we on the rampart?
This is the secret.
The safe room.
The safe room.
Show her to the Saxons.
We can just sneak in and be like, I'll take care of that.
Put a knife down her throat. Go! Go! Offer a negotiation. No!
They're bluffing.
Say nothing.
To be fair, Edward did not really want to save her.
I'm just caught in this.
And throw her over.
Whoa!
Fuck off!
You're
Dude!
ruthless.
No.
And like, I want to say, if you do that...
Uthred!
If you do that, you've got nothing else to bargain.
Do you want to see me die?
Yes.
Let her go. Run!
We've got allies inside, No, it's something I want. Come on. One after the other, he's in a good spot. They did not fucking wait.
Go, random soldier, go! Well, the dog was throwing arrows.
Careful, you guys. Oh, shit. You're not really thinking now, Edward. Come on.
This is not gonna work. Like, Bebbanburg is a really fortified place.
We're gonna need people because, like, I thought we had a bigger army, but this doesn't look good.
How long until Saxons breach the gate? Also soon.
The armies will meet on the field. Edward will be routed by dusk.
Stiora needs to show up with her people.
He is impulsive. Let
Yes.
him push. He will push too hard.
If his pride is his fault, let him believe he has alarmed us. Open the sea gate. Let anyone who have the stomach to fight leave.
Well, it's gonna help Hild and Elfwin leave.
They're gonna go to the sea gate.
No, any man who wishes to leave, the soldiers are gonna stay here.
I don't know.
But no one is gonna guard the sea gate.
They are pretending to abandon Bebbanburg.
Edward would not be that stupid.
He will be. He's impulsive, so yes, he will.
To the ramparts.
He could be. Recently, like, he's been making great decisions, but we never know.
Stay back.
Oh, no.
Do not fucking hurt her. Come on, Hild.
Come on, Hild.
Yes! Youth trained with the best.
He attacked it first.
Please don't.
She didn't want to kill him, but no choice. It's for a good cause, Hild. It's for a good cause.
You need to protect Elfwin.
Stay back.
They're running, yeah, they can just, you know, be with the people and flee. Follow them?
What happened?
Edward was considering maybe pulling back also, so now he's gonna see them leave, so he's gonna push forward.
Yeah, but that's a trap.
Do not believe it, Edward.
You will believe it.
Make signals! No!
Oh shit.
Scots.
You can't, I mean, is he gonna alert them?
The gates. We'll attack them on two fronts.
Are you beating them back?
Dude.
No.
Soldiers arrived for their lives from the sea gate. They are leaving Bebbanburg in droves. Uthred is taking command.
No.
Stay with the horses and I will lead the men out on foot. Let us finish this. God is with us. We can do this. Lord, no! Run, no, warrior! Do not off the council!
No, but he's a good advisor. He learned from his father. We do not call him young Uthred for nothing.
He is not a fighter, but he could have learned, yeah, from previous attacks.
Do not come forward!
Ooh, it's me, you foolish man. He leaves a big signal. I'm Uthred. Do not shoot.
Now we take Northumbria for England!
Yeah, but no! We need help now.
Oh fuck.
Be careful.
Oh fuck.
Oh my god. Hide it, hide.
Okay!
Oh, we're so fucked. They can open the gate and just finish them.
We need fucking help. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's gonna go.
Well, now would be the time, Stiara.
But seriously, that's the type of king that I like. Someone who's not afraid to go and battle with his men and to get his hand dirty, you know? Oh fuck!
Oh, this is
Oh
really
fuck,
bad.
they can just all push them toward the cliff!
Where's that? More Scots.
Nope.
No.
Sure.
Are we literally about to have a conversation and try to convince her while they just maintain their position?
Oh fucking hell. I do not want to be in their place. Oh man, that's a terrible event right there.
Yeah, I would be panicking too. It's kind of like 300. Hold down.
No!
Don't tell me he's dead. He could still be alive.
He's being crushed by people.
Yeah, but I don't care.
Trampled over.
She says the battle is over, Uthred.
It is not.
I plead for my son. Do not leave. Father, the battle cannot be won. Edward has trapped himself.
Let me lead you.
I promise. Do this, and the Danes will be rewarded. You cannot promise me anything.
True, but it's the right thing to do.
She cannot. But I can.
Yes.
For I speak to you as a man who has lived among you. Your gods are my gods.
Oh, let's go, man. You
I was
choose.
born a Saxon, but raised a Dane. For years that divided me. But perhaps the gods have led us all here.
Finally.
I ask you to fight now. For me and for Northumbria. And if we take these lands,
He's gonna help.
we will be taking them for Saxons and for Danes. Follow me. And all Danes will live in peace here. I swear this to you.
Oh, let's go.
Do it for what your forebears came here for.
To settle.
To make a homeland.
He's finally made his choice.
You have my word. As a Saxon
And a Dane.
and as a Dane.
Yes, my man.
He is both. You can be both.
It's the first time he's claimed both. It was always one or the other. Now he's claiming both because that's what he is. Oh, that was great. It's a speech we've been waiting for 5 seasons.
You need to hurry up, please.
Alright, they're coming. They're gonna show up.
Come on.
Haha, we're coming like badass.
Like the champs are here, guys.
Oh, you look so cool. Oh, I love this. Woohoo. She's just like her dad. Coming in with a kick. Ooh. He's fighting with the arm. Oh, he's a fucking Dane. He's gonna fight till he's
No, he's gonna die.
I know, but he's gonna fight till he drops. Which is now. But still. Yeah. We were literally this close. Oh, let's go, my man.
Burn the fortress.
No.
Build a stronghold on the border.
He's scared.
Take any hostages you can.
Come on, Edward.
Come on, Ed. I keep calling him Ed today.
Yeah.
He's not dead. Come on, wake up. Oh,
Fuck. Do not burn down Bebbanburg.
yeah, he still wants to defend his fortress.
Well, it's his fortress, so yeah.
You did one thing good. One good thing. We're still gonna kill you. Oh, this is his fight.
This ends now.
For Bioka. It ends today.
Take back Bebbanburg.
I know you're afraid to fight me.
We're not equals in swordcraft. So, if you agree to a fair fight,
Yes.
Okay. You're gonna cheat too?
honor does not win a fortress.
Come on.
But Constantine is coming,
I
right?
know.
I saw him.
Yeah. He's so fucking scared. You coward.
Uthred is such a fucking
He's
beast.
a beast, yeah. It's gonna burn.
No,
Oh, shit.
no. We just got it back.
If Bebbanburg burns down and we lose it,
No,
I mean, I guess we can-
will not.
I guess we can rebuild. Like, the land is still there. Oh, thank you. He needs to go down. Capture him. Make him suffer.
Give me a reason not to cut the eyeballs from your skull.
Kill him and I'll have to fight you.
Oh no, my brother.
Brother against brother.
Ask him whose blood stains his hands.
All I have done has been to protect him. He knows.
Tell him the worst of it.
Yep.
Tell him, or I shall.
He might kill him himself if he learns the truth, to be fair.
What does Aethelstan speak of?
J'ai tué Mufasa.
He had your mother killed to start a war with the Danes.
That is not true.
All know it.
Well, you did not ask for her death, but you still caused it.
There is a reason. She was not the target. It was a tragedy.
It's still
She
bad.
was killed by men you say.
He's a kid. That's all he needs.
Yeah.
Do with him what you will.
Oh, weird. Oh.
You caused this, man. It's your fault.
Said you would. Now face the agony you caused.
Great. I'm enjoying this.
Can you just tie him up?
So
Make
my
him prisoner.
grandson, I am a man of honor.
Oh, he's gonna kill himself.
He did stay alive after the death of his daughter because of his grandson, and now he's just lost his grandson. I'm actually not surprised, although I kind of wished he would have faced justice, but
He faced his own justice.
his own justice, yeah. And he's a Christian and he just killed himself, so
True. No heaven for
no
him.
heaven for him. Dad, careful. Careful! Bad haircut behind you! He knows.
Yeah.
You are fucked.
Who's the Lord of Bebbanburg?
I'll never surrender.
You'll die.
Kill me as I killed my father. Do this, and your son will kill you. That is the destiny.
Fuck that shit. Maybe we break destiny and we let him live and arrest him.
Oh.
Okay, I'm fine with
Technically, we did not kill him. Ah, he just fell.
this. I'm fine with this.
Slip of the rampart.
I am totally fine. I was like, oh, he's gonna break destiny. No, I'm fine with this. But we're losing Bebbanburg. We don't have, I mean, there's seas right there, but we can't
Do you
bring
have a
water.
bucket of water?
Run!
No, I will not leave and see it burn.
No! The smoke will choke you before the flames even reach. Please!
Come on.
It is my destiny to die in Bebbanburg.
Uthred, don't mess this up.
You promised your daughter and the Danes had a place to live.
Oh, yes!
The gods prevail.
The gods were finally on his side. Yes!
He is Simba. Take your place on your throne, I guess.
Destiny was on our side for once.
Thank you, Destiny. Thank you. Oh, Uthred.
Oh, finally, man! It's years and years! Ah, it was worth it. Kisses.
Who did take as a state?
Our son, Aethelhelm,
He's
he's alive.
alive. Oh, no, they're...
They're bringing him back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have hostages too.
I acknowledge you as lord of this fortress and recognize your authority over the lands around it.
Thank you.
Can we exchange? 6 men for 1, even from a nephew.
That's his nephew too.
It's not a fair price. I demand you swear to Scotland.
These are Saxon lands where Danes can thrive.
These lands are disputed, but I'm ready to accept the offer.
Thank you. He acknowledges that he lost.
You're wise. Let's strike a bargain for a longer peace.
I will tell you my terms.
Family together. We're missing a son, but finally together.
Your heroism on the field of battle will live on in the songs and in the chronicles.
Oh, thank you. Alfred said it wouldn't happen.
Lord Uthred of Northumbria, I congratulate you on restoring your birthright.
Finally.
This feels so good.
Let the sons of your sons profit for generations!
Woohoo!
Well, we cannot really with this son. He got no balls.
We got another one. You keep walking.
Hey, he's here.
The new lord might be able to tell you something of your origins.
You might resent
We've
him
been
though.
wondering where you have been.
He is your dad.
Yes.
It's crazy that they bring him back last episode.
Well,
I do wonder though.
He's technically the only one who can
Yep.
continue the bloodline.
He
with
could
the name.
He could resent him too though for sending him away like this. Like I hope he has a good reason.
Some will take a while to recover.
Perhaps you might stay in Cavan here at Bebbanburg.
You have a home here.
I think that is an excellent idea. I shall, of course, need rooms with a sea view.
Do you want to stay here?
Fuck. I don't want to see her again. She's gonna haunt you for the rest of your life.
We will feast and then I shall accept your oath before the people and defeat the Scottish claim forever.
What was your condition?
Constantine has withdrawn his claim to these lands because I offered not to cede these lands to you.
Oh no, Uthred!
We recognize you as our overlord and we will pay you homage, but these lands will remain Northumbria's and Northumbria's alone.
Northumbria is
Become part of
truly...
England in your lifetime.
Oh.
He's taking away what he wanted last episode. He kept the
You
peace.
choose now to betray the House of
I
Wessex.
betray nothing. The House of Wessex will unite England eventually, I'm sure of it. But the man who can unify this country must be a figure behind which the people can stand together as one.
All the
You have
Saxons,
shown that
all
you are
the
not that
Danes.
man.
Recently, yeah.
The future will come. Wait for it.
But thanks to it, you can have peace between the Scots and the Saxons.
He helped. Yeah, he did what he always
He's
does.
not liking it.
No, of course not. But his son is gonna be the one that unites it. He was raised by Uthred.
To Bebbanburg!
And Edward's pissed in the background. I'm so happy though. Come on. Raise my water bottle. Ooh, red. Ooh, red. Ooh, red. Water. You can be proud of
I
yourself.
am Uthred, son of Uthred. I was torn from my birthright and cursed to wander these lands for many years.
He's pissed.
I do not know what the gods choose.
We're gonna end this where we started it.
Yeah, Aethelhelm is with Uthred.
As always.
He's the one for United England.
Oh!
Now,
He's
I'm more certain
won.
they are on my side.
I mean, he used to do that with Edward too.
Yeah.
My story has been woven by hands that are not my own. The words I live by still stand true.
Destiny is all.
I am Uthred, son of Uthred, for times past and times to come.
That's not
Destiny is all.
Yes, it is! Oh. All the journey. Oh, man. Wait, they changed so much and yet so little. You're home, man. He suffered a lot, but now he's here. Alfred, we miss you. That's a really good way to end this. Brother.
Was it worth it?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's life.
We've lost so many friends.
He ends where we started, looking out the window of Bebbanburg.
The sun is fucking nice. This is it! One last time, destiny is all.
Oh, Blade, what the fuck?
That was such a journey to watch it with you guys.
Oh, I can't cry.
I mean-
I can't cry. Makeup.
We're gonna mess it all that up.
Yeah. What a way to end this. All the, I think that end scene of all the memories and the music being so good and just him remembering what he went through to finally be here. And yeah, you're asking, was it worth it? Is anything worth it, honestly? Because in life we celebrate and we suffer. Like, it's both. So now he's happy, he gets Bebbanburg, but if he had stayed in Bebbanburg, something else would have happened. Like, maybe the people that died would still stay alive, but who's to say that, they wouldn't have attacked him anyway? Maybe he would have been on the field against the Scots at one point too. Maybe he would have been against Wessex at one point. Like, we don't know. It's the journey that he had, and in the end he was given what he wanted, a safe place for his family. So when he cried, when the gods turned out to be on his side and he cried, I was like, yes, it's deserved.
Well, I mean, since the beginning, maybe God or the gods, every single time that something bad happens, he had shitty luck. Every single time. And we could have said that, maybe it's not your time, once again. But finally,
It's his time.
it's his time.
It's true that, we just...
Just like Rafiki.
It is time. It is time. It is really like the Lion King. So, but yeah, like the fact that it started raining as he was about to lose everything, to me, I mean, it was powerful.
Have faith.
Because everyone he lost, every time, fate seemed to be against him, and he asked a question, with Edith, he talked after the death of Aethelhelm, he talked about whether or not it was, their choice or destiny for them to suffer so much because they get close to the people they love and stuff. Like, for once in his life, fate was on his side, destiny was on his side, and to me that makes it worth it because he gets to give that to his kids. He gets to reunite with Uthred, which, by the way, like, showing him, in the
We
last
were
episode.
crazy. We knew he had a third son.
Yeah, and
another child.
Sorry, and I mean, I do wonder, like, he's probably going to be in the movie. I don't know when in the future. Like, you talked about how one of the seven, right? 7 kings.
7 kings.
One of the kings might be Edward's newborn son. Maybe. It depends on when in the future this movie happens. But, like, all his kids might be in the movie. And if Osbert is there, I kind of want to see the relationship he has with Uthred because he did send him away for all his life so far.
For all we know, at the death of Gisela, Uthred didn't want to see that child because he was heartbroken and he put the blame on him.
No, he cared enough to
But
not,
he kind of put the blame on him, and he gave the child to Il so that he was brought up with the church.
I mean, in
But
a
he
way,
didn't want to raise him.
in a way, like, he wasn't necessarily in a good position to care for kids at that time, emotionally, and I don't even remember if he was lord of anything back then. I think he was, but
He was a lord. Yeah.
it's not like he had something to give him. Like, now he has Bebbanburg, so he can, bring him back and raise him. Well, raise him. He's raised already, but he can, have him with him and share this life with all of his kids because they can be safe, like the Danes and the Saxons on his land, which, is going to bring me to Edward, but I want to see that in the movie. I want to see if he resents him at all, because I would assume, like, Uthred Jr. resented his dad.
Oswald, yeah.
At the beginning, yeah, so he had to spend some time with him to forgive him. So I want to see that with Osbert. We might jump over the reunion thing completely, but I wonder where they will be in the future.
Yeah.
So there's that. As for everything else, like Uthred specifically, this episode completed his journey of not only getting Bebbanburg back, reuniting his children, having, giving them the life they deserve, having the safety he he also was supposed to have.
He made peace with himself. Like, I was born a Saxon.
He said
raised as a Dane.
Like, people kept saying,
your gods and my gods.
some people were like, you're Saxon, you're not a Dane, or others would be like, you're a Dane, you're not a Saxon, yet you betray your kind. Like, it was always about betraying your kind and stuff. He could never really find the place where he belonged. Like, he felt like he had to help Alfred so many times because Alfred held stuff over him, so it never really felt like a choice. And when it did, people would turn around and be like, you're betraying your kind. So like he never really found his home, let's say, as you know, even when he was with Ragnar, well, the family and stuff, like when he was with his Dane family, he still thought of Bebbanburg, you know, in the back of his mind. The fact that he didn't really come from here was still a thing. Like, some people were insulting him. Like, as soon as his dad died, well, his adoptive dad died, people started calling him a Saxon, and you know, they didn't really care about who he was as a Dane. So he was never really at home. And for him to acknowledge both sides and finally claim, you know, that his kingdom would be to both, it's so Uthred. It's his identity, and he's giving it to a lot of people who are now in the same position. Because you would have Saxons who, you know, have families with Danes and their kids are going to be born.
And vice versa. Yeah.
Exactly. Or Saxons that, you know, or Danes that live with Saxons and they start, you know, or people that change religion, or people that just live with you know, Saxons that live with Danes and vice versa. Like, they would be questioning their identity as well. So Uthred is kind of giving them what he should have had when he was younger, which is a safe place where you can be both. It's perfect. I think it's so
Both
like his character.
thrive, yeah.
And he's always been looking not for, you know, Alfred's dream is one thing, but Uthred has never really followed Alfred's dream. He's always followed peace. He wants peace for his family, his kind.
And he's right. The fact that Edward created this comfort, the tension between Saxon and Danes. Truly, Edward do not want for both camps to live in peace together, to mix well together, because he does not really, like, he acknowledged them, but he did not really respect them in that sense. You know?
I don't think it's about respect. I think it's because he just swore to the Danes that they would have a place where they can be themselves and stuff, and he's witnessed Edward ask Sigtrygg to change and be baptized, let's change his religion and stuff. Like, it's like Edward is not willing to let the Danes stay Danes. You know, if you are under his banner, if you are following him and stuff, you are Christians. Like, he wants a Christian kingdom. He wants, it's like maybe at one point in his life,
one united Christian kingdom.
Yeah, maybe at one point in his life he would have allowed it, but recently we've seen how he handles the Danes. Like, if he sees an opportunity, he would be asking them as, you know, as punishment to change.
And
their
if you
religion.
don't comply, you're gonna get killed.
Yeah.
Because that is rebellion or treason, yeah.
So, like, I think he respects him as king, and, you know, he'll be like, you're the king of your kingdom. Like, that's one thing I acknowledge. I don't, you know, he's not gonna treat him differently. Like, he respects him, he follows him in a way, but he's not gonna let him be king of his kingdom, because he is not the man who can unite Danes and Saxons, which to me is Aethelstan, because Aethelstan has the blood. He is like Uthred. He is a Saxon raised by Danes.
True.
But even more than Uthred, like, it's not like he was totally raised by Danes. Like, he was surrounded by Saxons as well. So he knows both intimately. He knows both, and he has friends with both. He loves his dad, even though, like, they have a weird relationship. He loves Uthred. He loves his friends and his people. He would be the one to unite them and allow them to stay who they are.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So yeah, Edward, it was a bit sad.
You could just see his face when Uthred told him, like, to just stay back and do not take over the kingdom. Like, your father's dream will not succeed with you. Maybe not in your lifetime, but it will someday.
Well, not in his lifetime, because he needs to die for another king to...
Yeah.
So...
Edward was so pissed.
So unfortunately, yes, because I mean, Elswith gave him the speech of how he
Like you can achieve your father's dream.
Yeah, he deserved to be his dad's legacy and everything. So he kind of crushed that idea for him, but I understand it because Uthred is, like you said, the one standing on Scottish, on the Scottish border. He's the one between future England and the Scots. So he's the one that keeps the peace. He doesn't want Constantine to constantly he doesn't want him to constantly attack because of what just happened. Like Constantine understood that he lost the battle, and as a good king, we talked about this, as a good leader, he did not let his emotions get the better of him. He made the right decision. Let's exchange prisoners and stuff. Let's not push this because they won, but it's not over. He doesn't trust Edward not to fight eventually in the future against his people. He kind of wants what he believes is. So, and since they fought already, there's no truce anymore. So what's stopping him from attacking Northumbria again, which he believes is, as he said. So Uthred needs to protect his people. He just found Bebbanburg. He is on the border. He needed to protect them all. So he did what he thought was best for peace, which is what he's always done. Aim for peace. It's good to have ideals. It's good to have dreams, but you need to be patient and do it when it's right.
But we all know that Edward is not a patient man.
He proved once, like I said, recently he's been patient and he's been listening. So I'm like, fine. But he still proved a couple episodes ago that recklessness and that emotional response that he has and that pushes him to attack when it's not the time, and he still has that. So he's been making efforts, which I appreciate, but he almost cost them the war right there.
If it weren't for Stura and our man, they would all have been dead.
For him, one point for him is that he acknowledged that the Danes saved everyone, and he did what Alfred never did with Uthred, which is to say that people would remember
your name will live in the chronicles.
Yeah, that's something. If I remember correctly, Alfred said that Uthred helped, but his name would never be in the chronicles, and people would not remember what he did. Like they would remember that Alfred won the war. So Edward went one step further by giving credit to Uthred, which is amazing. Maybe it helps that he is now Lord of Bebbanburg and owns the lands and stuff.
Not just a nobody.
Yeah, but I'm not mad about this ending. I think we're setting up. I think it doesn't really feel like a complete ending because we have something else coming after
I think
this.
the complete ending will be England.
Yeah.
Like finally to have England rise with the unification of all of the kingdoms.
And see Aethelstan become the king. So,
I mean, that subtitle when we introduce him needs to come true.
Yeah, well, we know it's gonna happen. They said it was gonna happen, so I would like to see it in the movie at the very least. So when is it gonna happen? I'm not wishing for Edward's death, but I want to see it happen. So we will see, but I'm not mad about this episode at all. Everyone did their part. We saw everyone as much as possible. Stora came back and did what we expected of her.
Okay, after 5 seasons, what did you think about the character development of our beloved characters like Uthred, Elswith, Brida, everyone? Because I mean, Elswith has a pretty huge character development if we compare from the beginning to now.
I think Elswith has one
like
of the
she
best.
wants to go on vacation at Bebbanburg, guys,
And stay around Uthred.
I mean, Uthred.
No.
Like you prove your word. I'm
Not
gonna
like
come
that.
and see you sometimes.
I think Elswith has one of the best character development because she started as this Christian woman that we hated because she was so intense with her beliefs and stuff, and we never agreed with her, and she would
because she
ask
was
for
so
help.
close-minded.
She was really close-minded, and she turned into this badass woman who protects her family and stuff, and is willing to admit when she doesn't. Well, she still believes in her God, but when she's willing to admit when her religion fails her, and I think it's intense considering where she started.
Like she had a really beautiful character arc, yeah.
Yeah. Hild also had a great journey character-wise, starting as a nun who had trauma because of what happened, turning into a fucking warrior, and then going back to her roots and healing from what she's been through. And then, for her to come back in this episode and do what she couldn't do, but for the right reasons. Again, like, it hurts her, but she seems happy in the end, so I thought it was great. Other than that, Uthred's kids pretty much had a great story, and Uthred himself really, I think his development was intense in the beginning, you know, in the early years with Alfred, and then he stayed sort of the same. It's just that his focus, like, his goals switched to his kids and his family and legacy and stuff. Like, he kind of forgot about Bebbanburg for a while, but this episode makes the whole thing worth it. Like, it's kind of like we're closing the circle of him getting what he deserves, doing the right thing, accepting that he's both Saxon and Dane. Like, I think this entire episode is what I needed from Uthred. So I would say his arc is also really cool and really, you know, perfect. And yeah, I mean, the others are all pretty cool. Like, favorite character for you would be?
I don't know, man. I have a bunch, but I mean, Finan is one of my top.
He is
Like,
also.
I love the guy.
I also love him.
He's so funny. He's a great warrior. That's not so funny too. But I mean, since we met him when we were in slavery, it's just been good. I want to say great. It's just been great.
He's one of my fan favorites.
But yeah, we met a bunch of people who were just great character, like great advisor. They brought so much stuff.
We love everyone in the show. Like, Sigtrygger was a fan favorite of mine. Bioka was a dear character to me.
Yeah.
Pure Leg really grew in my esteem. I
mean,
didn't really care at the beginning.
love that he kind of brought peace to Brida for a while.
Yeah. Brida had an intense journey, but for her to, kind of like Uthred, like, the last episode of her journey was worth it for me. Like, it made it all worth it.
I just want to say, though, when she fought Uthred for the last time, when we watched the episode and she kind of lost and Uthred said, I don't want to kill you, and it is over, we can find peace again. The fact that she stopped crying or be distressed really quick, how, Uthred, how? I mean, that was so weird for me to come, oh, that was fast, like, really fast.
Well, she went from pleading to, like, just insisting he kill her, and then they connected and they remembered stuff. Yeah. So there were bits at the end here where editing was a bit awkward.
I love the moment, but the editing was a little bit
rushed.
But I love the moment.
The memories and the stuff was really great. This season overall, I think, is my favorite season.
Yeah, me too.
Considering all they did, all that happened, all the character, you know, the characters reaching the end of their journey for most of them, because some of them still need to, you know, prove themselves next in the movie. But I would say this season is a step above the other seasons. Although the season where Alfred dies, season 3?
Season 3. Yeah.
This season was also fucking insane, and Alfred was one of my favorite characters as well. The actor did an amazing job. And
the tension and the connection with Uthred was so worth it.
Yeah, these two really played off of each other really well. So Uthred, Alfred would be probably my top 2 favorite characters. They're easy to love, and they were really, really cool to follow. And it's so realistic. Like, Edward, I loved him in the beginning. I kind of hated him in between. Like, I started not liking him in the middle of his journey. Season 5, he started, you know, growing again in my esteem. Then he kind of proved to be... He's a complicated character, I feel like. And he did a few things in season 5 where I was like, oh no, I can't support that. But I think he's a realistic character playing the king. So he's a great... I mean, he did great as a character. And yeah, so many people did great.
Would you say that the series as a whole, had a great story arc, storyline, like from the beginning to the end?
In the beginning, it was difficult for me to not get into it, because I think I remember saying it, and if I didn't say it, I'll say it here. It's easier to follow the story in Last Kingdom than it was in Vikings.
Yeah.
Because Vikings did a lot of exploration of the Vikings culture, the Danes and stuff. Like, we followed the Viking culture, and we showed rituals, and we showed, you know, stuff that they would do, and sometimes, you know, the story would stagnate, so we could discover that. So visually, Vikings was more interesting, and the characters were more intense, but story-wise, it was easier to follow Last Kingdom. But it was difficult to appreciate the fast pace of the story because we would jump months ahead all the time, you know.
Decades ahead.
So in the beginning, that was what I was like, okay, I need to get used to that. But I think starting like and even like in season 1, by the end of season 1, I was used to it. So as soon as I got used to the fast pace of the show, and later on it became a lot better. You know, it was slower and stuff. We have so much stuff to cover.
You just go
that
with it.
In the beginning, they kind of went for it because we needed characters to meet and we needed to start things up.
We need to place our pawns on the chessboard, guys.
Yeah, but after a certain point, like we get used to it, and then later on they became better. So I started enjoying it a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I fell in love with the characters, as soon as I was close to a lot of these people, their journey became so important. And that's one thing that I also really enjoyed in The Last Kingdom. It's that we have one big goal that we follow from beginning to end. So the journey, and we follow one guy, you know. In Vikings, we follow a lot of people, and we go generations and stuff. Like, it's not so much one goal because everyone has their goal. It's realistic, but in this one, it's more focused. So, and I'm not comparing Vikings and Last Kingdom. I loved both for very different reasons, but I enjoyed The Last Kingdom a lot. So as soon as I got used to the pace and stuff, like I started really having a good time. And I will say one of the high peaks of the show for me are the fight scenes.
It is true that they really had some really great fight scenes.
The music and the fight scenes were the highs for me. All the actors did great. Like I remember watching Game of Thrones and thinking that some of the actors in the beginning, you know,
when they say that this character is supposed to be a great swordsman, a great fighter, like one of the best, but when you see his sword skill and the fight scenes, like
they look old and it looks forced.
Like it doesn't add up. Sorry.
But in Last Kingdom, I think everyone.
Like, I do believe that Uthred is a freaking beast.
Yeah, and Finan and Citric and even Osfryd at one point, like even Athelstan after he started training with them, like. Everyone really shined in the fight scenes, so the choreographies and stuff like that was really cool. And some of the actors, we saw them grow. Alexander, the main one, specifically, like I felt that he was maybe one of the weakest in the beginning when it came to emotional scenes. I remember one scene. I don't remember if it was after
the slavery.
After Bioka's death.
Yeah.
He was with Finan, and I was like, Finan is showing more emotion right now. So I felt that at times he might have been like, he was great in the fight scenes, and he was great with the intensity, and he was great with Alfred. But when he got emotional, I felt he was the weakest. But this season, he really shined. Like I felt like he grew as an actor in this show, and he became a lot better. Especially, you know, depending on who he was playing off of. Like his scenes with Aethelhelm were all amazing, and his scenes with Alfred were all amazing. So he kind of turned into the I don't know, like the actor that could carry a scene and people would follow instead of being the one that follows the others because they carry it for him, you know. So he grew as an actor and he grew as a character, and I thought it was really cool. So yeah, I mean, I'm really happy we watched this show. I'm really, really happy. What about you? Any highs, any lows?
I will say that some arc might have been better for me if they went a little bit longer. Like when Uthred was sold to slavery.
Yeah.
You said it yourself, like it would have been great to see a little bit more of it, but since this show has a really fast pace most of the time, like Uthred was a slave for maybe all winter when they came back. So that's
one episode.
That's a few months. So it was one episode, 1.5 maybe.
Yeah, some of the trauma and stuff that happened to some of the characters really didn't reach us as much as it should have because we saw so little of it, and that's because of the fast pace. But like I said, it gets better.
I mean, for example, if you compare Uthred's trauma as a slave with Brida, we've seen more scene with her where she was tortured, like abused by her captor. So if you compare the two, I prefer Brida's scene compared to Uthred.
But like I said, the slave stuff happened season 3, early season 3?
Oh, early season
or season
3.
2. Anyway, it happened early.
It was still at the end of season 2.
It happened in the first half of the show, and I believe that the second half got better with the pacing got better at showing us, you know, the extent of, you know, the importance of some events. And because I mean, some characters, you know, you can't defeat in one episode, and the weight of it, the weight of their story, the weight of the defeat is bigger when you've been with them, fighting them for so long.
I will say also that I have a little bit difficulties to believe the age of the characters in that show.
Yeah.
Because technically, Uthred was supposed to be a young man compared to Uthred, way older than Aethelhelm, like a bit like 16, 18 when she was a kid. But
It's the fact that he was a young man when Edward was a kid,
Yeah.
and now Edward is a grown-up with kids of his own that are grown-ups, and Uthred still looks the same.
and his mother is still, well, I mean, you went young in those times, but still,
I mean,
they could have.
her hair changed, but she has not a single line in her face, so that's funny.
Lagertha was still pretty, was still beautiful, not a single. C'est quoi rire en anglais déjà?
Well, let's say line. We understand.
Like she didn't look really old compared to other characters. So the makeup could have been a little bit better to be more believable.
Well, not
for
so
us.
much makeup, but in a way though, like back in those days, living old was a rare thing. Like many
you
people
could.
died young.
If you survive childhood, you can pretty much live old if you like.
Like 30 years old was old back in the day. So to live like if you're 50 in medieval times, like you're ancient, like you managed to survive all this time, it's intense. Like it doesn't happen to everyone. So maybe it gave the characters not a more realistic aspect, but it really pushed the point that they're not meant to be wise and old and stuff. Like some characters really aged at the end. Like Alfred became really old, like physically.
Yeah, but he got sick too.
He was sick though. But I think to keep them looking young could be like a budget thing. Like it doesn't look, maybe they tried some makeups and it doesn't look good. Because like I remember, I think in Vikings they aged the characters. Lagertha, they tried to age her a little bit and it looks so fake.
Well, her hair was a little bit more white.
Yeah, but they changed the hair in Last Kingdom too. But they tried to age her physically and it wasn't really like, I don't think it looked really good. So I think they gave up on that and eventually they just let them look with, you know, the way they look normally.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a budget thing, maybe it's an art, you know, direction thing. Like maybe it's they'd rather have them look pretty because it's Netflix, let's be real. But it also pushes the idea that these people had so many, you know, responsibilities on their shoulders.
People expected you to be an adult and play adult things while you're still a child.
And like these people, these actors are not young kids, but their characters were, you know, if you think about it, the people that really existed, you know, when they went through this, they were not 50 plus years. Like they were young. I don't think it was a rare thing to have, you know, kings becoming kings when they were, you know, below 18 or barely in their 20s.
Well, a few kings were kings at 2 years old.
Some kings were.
One king was king since birth.
Yeah, it happened.
You know,
which is crazy, but it's history. So.
Well, it's a comic thing for that. It's just funny when you think about it.
In any case, I mean, it was a great finale. It was a really great season and a cool TV show. Really cool. We still have the movie to watch, so we basically had the end of the series discussion before watching the end of it. But
now we're gonna see the end of all.
Yes, so we're gonna move on to the movie. Thank you guys so much for watching this show with us. If you want to see the movie right away, it's gonna be on Patreon, so check it out. Check it out. The link is in the description below.
And if not, one last time, guys, Destiny is all.
You can finish your sentence though. If not, it's gonna be on YouTube next week.
Oh, true. Yeah, watch YouTube next week, guys. Yeah.
See you then, guys.
Bye.
Bye.